Ladies and gentlemen, it's To Tell the Truth, and here sitting in for Gary Moore is your host for today, Bill Cullen.
Oh, that's good. Very good. Thank you. That's all right. First time I ever saw love from Greg get applause. Thank you all. I know I'm not supposed to talk with my mouth full, but actually I'm doing my job. You see, this delicious pumpernickel bread was provided by our first, he provided a fly too, was provided by our first guest today. We'll meet him in a minute as he tries to fool you. And our panel here on To Tell the Truth.
Howard Kirby. Peggy Cash. Mark Goodson. And Kitty Carlisle.
Oh, that's for me.
What is this? I'm on a diet. Well, you're not now. You do what you're told on this show. Everybody on this show does what they're told. And hi, Derek. Good to have you all back again.
Thanks for bringing lunch in.
That's all right. And Peggy.
Hiya, how are you?
I wasn't kind to you yesterday, Mark. I know that.
You were very nice. You were very good.
Oh, good. I'll do the same bit.
Thank you for the bagel.
Same bit today, then. Short shrift for our packager. And Kitty, happy to have you.
Thank you.
Okay. That was a funny noise you made. Say that again.
It's my electronic, yes.
What is this? What? I thought I did a great job on yesterday's show. I called my wife, I told her swell. And here on the desk it says, Peggy replaces Bill as MC.
That's right, and I don't want you to feel badly. It's only a temporary arrangement.
I feel badly.
Well, I know, but you were fair only. The first guest on the show is a gentleman I know very well, so I get to be the MC.
Right.
And since you don't know him, you get to ask the questions and vote.
Oh, and I can eat that too.
Yeah, so let's switch places and get on with the game.
Oh, good. I'm glad finally at last we got a lady.
Women's liberation.
We've got a woman on this show. Hooray! Bravo to our side.
Isn't this the biggest loaf of bread you ever saw in your whole life?
Yeah.
Okay, let's meet my friend, the man who brought us these delicious bagels and pumpernickel.
Number one, what is your name, please?
My name is Hoy Lipstein.
Number two.
My name is Hoy Lipstein.
Number three.
My name is I Lipstein.
Now let me read Hy Lipstein's story. I, Hy Lipstein, am known as the Bagel King. I distribute delicious bagels, bialys, rye, and pumpernickel bread to New York's finest restaurants and nightclubs. While making my nocturnal rounds, I frequently meet Broadway and television stars, famous movie actors, and sports personalities. I have discovered that the one thing these famous people have in common is this: they love bagels. When I offer them the gift of a bag of bagels, beautiful ladies kiss me, and strong men beam with delight. I usually ask them if they would mind if I took a snapshot of them with me and my bagels. As a result, the inside of my delivery truck is filled with pictures of such luminaries as Lauren Bacall, Duke Ellington, and Zsa Zsa Gabor. One of my favorite bagel mavens is here today to tell the truth's delightful Peggy Cass. Signed, Hy Lipstein. All right, panel, all three gentlemen claim to be my friend Hy Lipstein, the Bagel King. Let's start the questioning with... There's a commercial first. Huh? Oh, nuts. All right, panel, all three gentlemen claim to be my friend Hy Lipstein, the Bagel King. Let's start the questioning with our former MC, Bill Cullen.
Peggy, I want you to know in all my many years, no one has ever done as much for my confidence as you have right now. And I mean that in the sweetest possible way. Hey, number one, there was this past summer, there was a story Zsa Zsa Gabor was robbed of all her many sparkling things, and you took her. Is this true? Are you the person who took the bagels up to Zsa Zsa's place, number one?
Yes.
You were the one who went up there.
Yes.
Number 3, don't you think it's sort of dangerous going up to Zsa place right after everyone stole all our rings?
No, this was before.
Oh, you didn't go up after?
After I gave her another bag, but this was before. The first time I met her, I gave her a bag of bagels.
I see. Number 2, I read it. Wait a minute. Number 3.
So the first time I met her, I gave her a bag of bagels
I
and
got
gave her
that.
a kiss. She
I
likes
got-
bagels.
All right. When was the first time, number 3, that you gave Zsa a bag of bagels?
I met her in one of the nightclubs. I went over, I said, Mrs. Scarborough, here's a bag of bagels. She's for me? I said, yes. Then I asked if I can take a picture with her with me, so I gave somebody the camera and took the picture.
I vote for number 3.
Thank you very much, Bill. And now, Mark.
I think it's fantastic. They're also marvelous. Number 2, will you say for me a bag of bagels?
A bag of bagels.
Number 1, would you say a bag of bagels?
A bag of bagels.
Number 3.
A bag of bagels.
That's marvelous. Number 2, I'm really. What actually is a bagel? What is a bagel?
What is a bagel? That's like asking what is heaven.
Number 3, how do you?
A bagel comes from the Yiddish word to bacon. You know, you bake, you twist something, you bake it, so that's what's a bagel.
I
That's how they
understand.
call it.
But how do you make a bagel? Why is a bagel different from this other thing here?
First, you put the bagel in cold water.
Yes.
See? And then you take it out and you put it in the oven.
Yes.
And it gets the brown part there. And it's very hard. Don't eat it when it's hot.
You should make a record.
Wonderfully informative, and now we go on to Miss Bagel herself, Kitty Carlisle.
I want to thank the management for striking a blow for ladies. We finally have a woman moderator. Thank you. Number 2, how come you get to meet the customers?
Well, you know, you got to be a little sneaky in this business.
Thank you. Number 2, do you go from the back door right into the front door with your bag of bagels? Number 1, I mean.
No, right?
When you deliver the bagels, you deliver them to the kitchen, right?
No, it all depends. Sometimes to the front door, sometimes to the kitchen.
Well, how come you get into the front door?
Well, I bribe the doorman.
Aha. Number 3, how much do you have to pay him?
Do I got to tell this?
Yeah. You can lie if you
It's
want.
according to what he wants, but I don't pay him nothing. I give him a bag of bagels, he's satisfied.
Now to Mr. Kirby.
Thank you. Number 3, it says here in the affidavit, you're the bagel king. Who crowned you king?
I crown myself king. I don't make it.
Thank you. Number 2, what is a bialy? Is that the way you pronounce it?
A bialy.
Yes.
A bialy originated in a place called Bialystok, which used to be part of Poland, then became part of Russia. Now, originally, the thing came about this way. In ancient history, at that time, there was the Tartars. And these Tartars, that have the grandfather, and this grandfather used to, when they'd have a marriage, he'd knock out the front tooth of the son-in-law. But they had to figure out a different way because they had a lot of toothless Tartars walking around.
Shut up, will you?
And now, panel, it's time to vote on this very important question. And we must vote for number 1, or for number 2, or for number 3. We pay $50 for each wrong vote and $500 if the panel is stumped completely. Bill, you start the voting.
I don't want to.
You have to. Go ahead.
Well, to me, it's simple. Number 2 and number 3 are actors. And if they're not, they should be actors. And I voted for that reason for number 1. He looks like a nice, gentle fellow.
Okay, Mark?
If number 3 really is the fellow, it's incredible because he's one of the funniest men I've ever heard, and number 2 also. I think number 1 spends more of his time with bagels and less with comedy, so I vote for him.
Kitty?
Well, I think the other 2 are marvelous, and I think number 3 probably has enough chutzpah to do what he said he did.
Chutzpah is like a bagel.
It's the bagel.
But I voted for number 1 because I think he's the real baker.
Jerwood?
Number 3 completely fascinated me. Number 1 is probably the real man, although he didn't seem too interested in this whole thing. But I had to vote for number 2 because it's the longest playing record I ever heard in my life.
Okay, the votes are all in. As you know, I am the MC of this show because I know Hi very well, and I can prove it. I have a picture of Hi with me, so take a look and see if you recognize him. We'll be right back to you in a minute, but first let's find out who our imposters are. Number 2, you got 1 vote. What's your name and what do you really do?
My real name is Jack Weinstein, and right now I'm working as a guard for Mandel Securities at the detective agency.
I bet they sleep safe. And number 3, you didn't get any votes, but I'd give you a big kiss.
Oh, darling. My granddaughters are right there.
What's your real name and what do you really
My
do?
name is Harrison C. Ressler. I'm a salesman for New York Trim and Fashion at 241 West 36th Street.
Hi, number 1, the real Hi. Who's the greatest bagel fancier of all your celebrity friends?
The
The one who likes bagels the most, the real bagel person of all the people you know.
offhand,
Well, we'll go on to another question. Thank you very much. Hold on.
Jackie Vernon.
Jackie Vernon.
Yes.
Okay, he's lost a lot of weight. He must be laying off the bagels.
70
lately.
pounds.
Okay, I want to thank you all very much. It's wonderful to give me my first opportunity to be an MC, and I love your bagels and your moisture pumpernickel and everything about you. Goodbye.